And good happy Wednesday morning to you, everyone, and welcome back to Morning Musings. My name is Don K. Preston. I am the president of Preterist Research Institute of Ardmore, Oklahoma, and we are looking at the eschatology of the parables and how the parables of Jesus, taken in their proper context, absolutely falsify John Hagee or any futurist eschatology, whether it be Jonathan Cahn or Hal Lindsey, or it doesn't matter whether it's Tim LaHaye, Thomas Ice, Kenneth Gentry, Gary DeMar, it really doesn't matter. The parables of Jesus falsify all futurist eschatologies. Let me illustrate that. We are told by all futurist eschatologies, doesn't matter if it's amillennial, postmillennial, premillennial, that the resurrection is yet future. But do you realize that in Matthew 8 and in Luke chapter 13, we have absolute proof that the resurrection was to be in AD 70. Notice that in Matthew chapter 8, Jesus is approached by a centurion whose servant was sick, and he wanted Jesus to heal him. And Jesus said, "I'll come." And the centurion said, no, it's not necessary. Just speak the word, and he will be healed. And Jesus was amazed. "I have not found so great a faith, no, not in all of Israel. And verily I say unto you, many shall come from the east and the west, and shall sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom. The sons of the kingdom shall be cast out." Now, in Luke chapter 13, which is set in a parabolic context, the parable of the ark and being cast out, shut out, notice that Jesus, if possible, says it in even stronger terms. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth when you see Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and all the prophets in the kingdom of God, and you yourselves. Now, the you yourselves in the Greek is emphatic. I mean, there's no question who he was talking about. He was talking about that audience right then, right there. You yourselves cast out. Now, what is the significance of this? You're saying, how does this prove that the resurrection has taken place? Well, the parallel passage in Matthew chapter 18, see Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob seated at the table in the kingdom. This is what's known as the Messianic banquet. It's taken from Isaiah 25, verse 6. "On this mountain the Lord shall make a great feast." But at the time that he would make the great feast, guess what? It's the time of the resurrection, Isaiah 25, verse 8, which serves as a source of Paul's resurrection doctrine in 1 Corinthians 15. Paul said the resurrection would be when Isaiah 25:8 would be fulfilled. Isaiah 25:8 would be when the Messianic banquet would be fulfilled. But watch this. Isaiah 25:6, the Messianic banquet in the kingdom is therefore the time of the resurrection. Okay? But the time of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob sitting down in the kingdom at the table, Jesus is emphatic. Matthew chapter 8, verse 11, Luke 13:28 would be when that generation of Israel was cast out of the kingdom. You will see Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob sit down in the kingdom, but you yourselves cast out. Do you catch the power of that? You yourselves, that generation, in the most emphatic, the most powerful, the most undeniable language that can be had, you yourselves will be cast out when they saw Abraham, Isaac, Jacob in the kingdom. But Abraham, Isaac, Jacob would sit down in the kingdom at the Messianic banquet at the resurrection of Isaiah 25, which is the resurrection of 1 Corinthians 15. Therefore, the parabolic setting of Luke chapter 13, hey look, even if it's not a parable, it doesn't matter, the teaching is the same. But the parabolic teaching of Luke chapter 13 proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that the messianic banquet in the kingdom, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob resurrected to sit at the table in the kingdom, would be when the sons of the kingdom, when you yourself are cast out. And thus 1 Corinthians 15 was to be fulfilled when the sons of the kingdom, when you yourselves are cast out. You know what's interesting? Joel McDermott in his book, Jesus v. Jerusalem, says Luke 13:28 was fulfilled in AD 70. That's why I urge you to get a copy of this book, Jesus v. Jerusalem. Joel doesn't understand. Joel doesn't catch the implications of his own doctrine and his own statement, but you will. Go to my website, eschatology.org, BibleProphecy.com, order this book, Jesus v. Jerusalem, make a note that you saw the offer on YouTube or Facebook, and I'll refund your shipping, which will save you $5. I'm telling you, the parables are absolutely devastating to any futurist eschatology. And we're going to drive that home even more on the flip side. So we'll see you then.